Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're taking a look closely at a Bruce Springsteen song, but it's being covered by Rhys McPhillips, who is a 15-year-old busker / guitar player in Ireland. I was going through trying to find covers of this song because it's very difficult to actually feature any video of Bruce Springsteen playing it. He tends to block videos. So I saw what looked like a pretty good street rendition of the song. We've been going over that song as well as Steve Earle's Someday and also John Mellencamp's Jack and Diane, just as examples of heartland rock, which was this phenomenon that seems to have happened pretty much between 1975 and maybe 1990, somewhere in there. But it was kind of interesting, and a lot of it was small towns and trying to escape. So we're going to take a look at the lyrics before we look at Rhys's performance. So why don't we go ahead and do that first, Adrian?
Seems to be about somebody, maybe saying to his girlfriend or something, let's get out of here.
Yeah, pretty much. The screen door slams, Mary's dress sways when the screen door slams. Like a vision, she dances across the porch as the radio plays. Roy Orbison is singing For the Lonely. That's one of his famous hits. Hey, that's me, and I want you only. So he's identifying with Roy Orbison. Don't turn me home again. I can't face myself alone again. Don't run back inside, darling. You know just what I'm here for. You're scared and thinking maybe we're not that young anymore. Show a little faith. There's magic in the night. He ain't a beauty, but hey, you're all right. That's kind of a funny line. And that's all right with me. You can hide beneath your covers and study your pain, or make crosses from your lovers and throw roses in the rain. So this actually speaks to, her trying to find herself, I guess, through various relationships, perhaps. Waste your summer praying in vain for a savior to rise from these streets. I'm no hero, that's understood. The redemption I can offer is beneath this dirty hood. So maybe he's a mechanic, or maybe he's a car enthusiast. With a chance to make it good somehow. What else can we do now except roll down the window, let the wind blow back your hair. The night's busting open. These 2 lanes will take us anywhere. We got one chance, last chance to make it real. Trade in these wings on some wheels, climb in back, heaven's waiting down the tracks. So yeah, essentially, let's get out of here and get rid of our despair. Come take my hand, we're riding out tonight to case the promised land. Thunder Road, lying out there like a killer in the sun. I know it's late, we can make it if we run. Oh, Thunder Road, sit tight, take hold, Thunder Road. I've got this guitar, I learned how to make it talk, so now they're making plans. He's like, I'm going to be a rock and roll singer. My car's out back if you're ready to take that long walk. From your front porch to my front seat, the door's open, the ride ain't free. I know you're lonely for words I ain't spoken. Tonight will be free and all the promises will be broken. There were ghosts in the eyes of all the boys you sent away. See, so this is a thing where she's been trying to find herself just by meeting up with various guys, and it's not been fulfilling. They haunt this dusty beach road. In the skeleton frames of burned-out Chevrolets, they scream your name at night in the street. Your graduation gown lies in rags at their feet. So maybe it's soon after high school. But this is in the lonely cool before dawn, you hear their engines roaring on. When you get to the porch, they're gone on the wind. So Mary, climb in. It's a town full of losers. I'm pulling out of here to win. So yeah, I think you were right, Adrian. For the most part, it's about let's get out of here and let's maybe leave our problems behind. Let's try a fresh start. There's got to be something on this open road. That is pretty similar to the theme of both Steve Earle's Someday and the Jack and Diane song, although Jack and Diane was more talking about high school and glory days, plans of getting out of town. The guy, Jack, his brother got out because he was a football star in the high school. Things like that. So, yeah, small town, wishing you could get out kind of a thing. Well, anyway, I found it interesting that a 15-year-old in Ireland really liked this song and wanted to perform it. And so I thought we would take a look at that. He's actually got a number of videos, and he does seem to have other Bruce Springsteen covers. I don't think that's all he does, but I thought it would just be interesting to check out his version. So, Adrian, any thoughts ahead before we take a look?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what he sounds like.
Okay, let's take a look, and we will discuss afterwards.
All right.
It's a song by Bruce Springsteen, my favorite artist of all time. This is my favorite song of his, probably my favorite song of all time. This is Thunder Road. The screen door slams, Mary's dress sways. Like a vision she dances across the porch as the radio plays. Roy Orbison singing for the lonely. Hey, that's me, and I want you only. Don't turn me home again, I just can't face myself alone again. Don't you run back inside, darling, you know just what I'm here for. So you're scared and you're thinking that maybe we ain't that young anymore. Show a little faith, there's magic in the night. You ain't a beauty, but hey, you're alright. Oh, and that's alright with me. You can hide neath the covers and study your pain. Make crosses from your lovers and throw roses in the rain. Waste your summers praying in vain for a savior to rise from these streets. Well, now I'm no hero, baby, that's understood. All the redemption I can offer, girl, is beneath this dirty hood, with a chance to make it good somehow. Hey, what else can we do now except roll down the window and let the wind blow back your hair? Well, the nights will sit open, these two lanes will take us anywhere. We've got one last chance to make it real, trading these wings on some wheel. Climbing back, have this waiting down on the tracks. And it's so, come and take my hand. We're riding out tonight to case the promised land. Oh, 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 Thunder Road. Oh, Thunder Road, Thunder Road. It's lying out there like a killer in the sun. Hey, I know it's late, baby, but we can make it if we run. Oh, 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 Thunder Road, sit tight. Take hold, Thunder Road. Well, I've got this guitar, and I learned how to make it talk. Well, my car's out back if you're ready to take that long walk. From your front porch to my front seat, doors open but the ride, it ain't free. Honey, I know there's words that I ain't spoken, but tonight we'll be free. All the promises will be broken. There were ghosts in the eyes of all the boys that you sent away. They cut this dusty beach road in the skeleton frame of burned out Chevrolets. They scream your name at night in the street. Your graduation gown lies in rags at their feet. But in the lonely cool before dawn, from your room you hear their engines roaring on. When you get to the porch, they're gone on the wind. So Mary, climb in. It's a town full of losers, and I'm pulling out of here to win.
Well, Adrian, what do you think? Did he pull out the meaning of the song?
I think so.
I enjoyed that performance. Rhys sounds to me like a player who uses kind of the emotive before anything else. Like he is one of those people that is more interested in the feel of the song and the emotion he gets across. And then how he gets there isn't quite as important necessarily. He's pretty good. You know, he was playing in a way that I often hear finger-picking guitar players play, but he was using a pick, which I found interesting, you know. He's got a great voice. He killed the vocals on this. He had a couple little mistakes here and there in his guitar playing. However, what I interpreted that to mean was that he was kind of still deciding in his head which chord was going to be the right chord for this particular performance at this particular moment, you know. And sometimes you get a little crossed up when you're doing that, and you're like, like that. I don't really think there's anything wrong with it, actually. I like when artists do that because it kind of puts them out on a limb, and you get kind of a more real performance as a result of it. And I'm sure as he keeps playing, you know, that kind of thing will probably rein itself in a little bit. Now, I'm just guessing. I mean, that's kind of how it struck me, was like, okay, I mean, clearly he knows the song, he knows what he's doing. It looked more like he was trying to decide which voicing he wanted to go with at that particular moment. Like I say, for this performance, how he was feeling it right at that time based on the rest of the performance. So really great stuff, actually. I'd like to hear more of him playing because I really enjoyed the performance a lot. Even, I mean, I know maybe it didn't sound like I did just given what I just said, but really I did. In fact, I used to play that way a little bit myself when I was playing acoustic guitar. You know, sometimes I would get crossed up on which chord I was going to go with. Because it would change, you know, based on the performance, the actual performance. I might decide on a slightly different variation of a chord based on what's going on in front of me, you know, how it's being received and all that.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, he plays the guitar well. He's got his style in his playing, and he's got his own picking technique. You know, it kind of sounds like it could be finger picking, but it's not.
I like that he's even out there playing like this. First of all, I really enjoy anybody that plays guitar that way, where he's going with particular notes, not necessarily just strumming away like you hear a lot of guitar players do. It digs deeper into the songs, I think, when people play that way, going a note at a time, essentially, instead of just banging it out. I've always thought, you know, guitars are so beautiful, there's really not much need. Unless it's a really upbeat song, you got a lot of people singing, maybe a campfire or something like that. There's not a lot of need to just bang it out, you know, any particular song, especially something that's got words that you really want to pay attention to. I like the technique he was using. In fact, I like a lot of the British UK folk that came out in the 60s, the 70s, even the 80s. And it sounds almost like he's heard some of those albums. Maybe there is still a continuing tradition of playing like that in Ireland, you know, particularly the big city. I don't know, but it would not surprise me in the least. I actually really enjoy that. I hope that particular style of playing never goes away. You know, I worry about that, you know, as times change. And people who pick up music, you know, it seems like there's fewer in general, since there are so many other general distractions in life, you know, other things to take your attention away. But yeah, kudos to Rhys on that one. And maybe we'll check out something else.
Yeah, as you said, he's got his own picking technique, and he's got it down, and he's got a great voice, especially for this song. Also, I noticed with the lyrics, too, at the end, you know, there's a mention of a graduation gown, and in the beginning, the porch screen door slams, and as the radio is playing, you know, it sounds to me like a summer setting.
Yeah, and on the beach, too, you know. So maybe it's the beach right after high school graduation.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Wondering what comes next, you know, and she was kind of adrift, you know, and this guy's coming along and saying, I got this car, you know, I'm an honest guy. You're all right, you know. The line that still gets me, that's kind of funny, is, you ain't a beauty, but hey, you're all right. And that's all. Okay. Backhanded compliment, you know. But other than that, it's a pretty powerful song. And yeah, I don't know what it was about all those songs about leaving the small town and going somewhere else and hitting the road or whatever. But it was a big phenomenon in that time period, you know. So Go figure.
Yeah, it seems like a common theme in this heartland rock. You know, it's we're stuck in this town. Let's get out of here, or something like that.
It's a lot of.
Let's go work at a factory for 50 years. And
Well, no, it's more like that's what my dad did. I'm not going to do that. I'm leaving town. I'm going to be, whatever, a rock star, a racer, whatever, Anyway, or football star, So, okay, I think we pretty fully covered this track. Folks, why don't you let us know what you think of the song, what you thought of Rhys McPhillips' version of the song, and if you're familiar with him at all, by all means, leave any interactions or experiences you've had below. And if you have other suggestions for us, you can leave those as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.